Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our show. Today's performance centers on a deck of cards. The top 5 cards are a royal flush, the most valuable hand in poker. It's easy to deal this hand every time if you stack the deck. Yes, that's right, stack the deck. The secret is the letters on the back of each card. These letters represent the key to success for a great hospital experience, both for employees and patients. S stands for service. T stands for teamwork. A stands for attitude. C is for consistency. And K for knowledge. As we proceed, I will reveal the significance of each category. But first, a word from your CEO.
Welcome to this special presentation for Fremont Rideout Health Group. From the moment someone enters our doors until the day they are discharged, our mission is to provide quality, compassionate care in all our facilities and operations. In the next few minutes, you'll see an example of how one unit at Rideout Memorial Hospital has ranked as high as the 90th percentile in patient satisfaction compared to 1,000 hospitals. And you'll learn how they achieved 100% for courtesy and friendliness of nurses. With 3 Main in the lead, we challenge all units and departments to engage in some friendly competition for the coveted #1 position in customer satisfaction. It doesn't take magic to unlock the keys to service, teamwork, attitude, consistency, and knowledge, as you will soon see.
The first thing you'll notice on 3 Main is the pride they have in their floor. By implementing a program called rounding, they have a system that provides for a great customer experience as well as improves staff morale. Rounding allows the nurse to establish a relationship with the patient.
Providing great service is not always easy because of the nature of our business. The customer or patient is usually not excited about being here. They don't usually feel well, and their visitors are typically stressed out and uncomfortable. Rounding puts us in touch with each patient's needs.
We're in the people business. When our patients are happy, we've done our job well. For that to happen, we have to know what each patient and their families want and need.
What does your patient expect from you? They want to know that you care about them. They want to know that you're familiar with their situation. They want to be as comfortable as possible. They want to know that you'll be there when they need you. Go the extra mile. Set expectations and then exceed them. Remember, you're in the people business. Teamwork is the second key to exceptional care. A team is a group of people who go out of their way to make each other look good. Remember, you can accomplish great things if you don't care who gets the credit.
When a new patient arrives on the floor, every available staff personnel converge on that room to greet them and help with the move-in. This makes the new patient feel welcome and important. Actually, we try to treat all patients as if they were our patient.
Once in a while, when it's my turn for rounds, something comes up and that will cause a delay. Without skipping a beat, one of my team members offers to cover for me.
Shift changes are great opportunities to exercise teamwork. A few years ago, one of my Northern California associates was hospitalized with a ruptured appendix. His only complaint was during the change of shifts. It seemed as though the incoming nurses were not sufficiently updated on his condition. He was very unnerved by that, and to this day, he still tells people about it.
On 3 Main, when the shift changes, the incoming and outgoing nurses visit their rooms together and notify each patient of the change and exchange a quick update on the patient's condition right there in the room. That really comforts the patient, which goes a long ways towards calming their anxiety, and really it saves time in the long run.
Remember, you can accomplish great things if you don't care who gets the credit. Attitude is the most critical and visible key to professional, exceptional care, and it's what separates the best from the rest. Some days it's the only thing you can control.
My patients honestly don't care if I'm having a bad day. They have enough problems of their own. Some days I have to really work hard to stay positive. That's what my patients and coworkers need to hear, the positive, not the negative.
The patient doesn't care when I'm tired and have worked a long day. They don't care that I was up all night with a sick child and I'm worried about them at daycare. The patient doesn't care about our problems, they're focused on themselves.
Attitude is everything. My associate that I referred to earlier was a professional musician when he was younger and had the opportunity to perform at Disneyland. He recently told me about the audition process. In the early 1970s, it was prestigious to perform at Disneyland, and his band was anxious to impress the corporate representatives. Arriving for the audition, the band was ushered into a stark, cramped room that barely held the five of them, let alone their gear and audience. They had to leave most of their equipment in the truck and audition a cappella. It was certainly the worst performance of their career. Throughout the ordeal, the band's manager begged the musicians to keep their chin up and stay positive. Heeding his advice, they put a smile on their face and not a negative word crossed their lips. To their amazement, they passed the audition and signed a contract. It wasn't until later that my friend learned the Disney Scouts had attended one of their concerts prior to the audition and had already been sold on their performance. The audition wasn't about their talent, it was about their attitude. Maintaining a positive attitude is possibly the best thing you can do for yourself, your team, your hospital, and your patients. Consistency is the cornerstone of excellence. There are no shortcuts for consistency. It comes from having high standards, practicing those standards every day, and holding those standards as non-negotiable.
In our business, we're not looking for repeat customers. We're looking for satisfied patients who have had a good hospital experience. That gives us a good reputation and fosters pride in who we are and what we do.
3 Main's rounding procedure has provided a structure to their workflow which results in improved consistency. Staff members make patient rounds every hour. The 2 charge nurses make rounds once during their shift, and the care nurse rounds every 2 hours. Certified nurses' assistants round on alternate 2-hour schedules. During these rounds, staff members check pain levels, room temperature, and assure the patient's call light and bedside table are in easy reach. They make sure to ask, "Is there anything I can do for you before I leave?" Then they say, "Someone will be back in an hour to check on you again."
Our use of the rounding checklist has caused a decrease in the frequency of call light activity. Because most patients' needs have been met in advance, it puts us in a proactive position, and that creates a quiet atmosphere that is noticeable and inviting.
We give a questionnaire to each patient as they leave the hospital and encourage them to fill it out and send it back. That's our report card. We look forward to the responses that we receive and use them to gauge our performance.
When we first implemented patient rounding, our survey scores were low. As time went on, they improved and have reached as high as 90%. The improvement has been dramatic.
The K in this sequence stands for knowledge. Knowing what's expected of you and having the answers, or knowing where to get the answers, is your final key to success. In 2006, Fremont Rideout Health Group implemented the STAR program, utilizing industry best practices to achieve extraordinary levels of service and operational excellence. One of the STAR teams, the Standards and Scripting team, develops and implements standards of performance and identifies organization-wide scripts to support the standards. Knowing the standards and scripts established for each department is the responsibility of each member in that unit. When each person on your team knows what's expected of them and they apply that knowledge, everyone wins. At the start, I told you the secret to producing the most valuable hand in cards was to stack the deck. Stacking the deck is a magician's prerogative and his key to success. Let's review. S is for service. We're in the people business. T is for teamwork, making each other look good. A is for attitude, separating the best from the rest. C is for consistency, non-negotiable standards of excellence. K is for knowledge, knowing what to do and doing it. You don't need to be a magician to know that when you apply these keys to success, you'll have a winning hand and a great hospital experience every time. Until next time.